A lot of people think generating SaaS leads on LinkedIn is a slow and painful grind. You need a massive audience, you have to send hundreds of cold DMs, but what if I told you there is a much smarter way to get leads on LinkedIn and it works even if no one knows who you are? I've helped SaaS companies generate hundreds of thousands of leads on LinkedIn without spamming inboxes, without posting every day hoping for engagement. And today I'm showing you how to do it step by step. So in this video, I will show you the exact system the top SaaS companies use to turn LinkedIn into a lead machine, how to position your offer so prospects actually care, and the secret to turning cold LinkedIn traffic into booked calls. Now, most SaaS companies think the reason they're not getting leads on LinkedIn is because they're not posting enough content. They're not reaching out to enough people. Their product isn't standing out. But here's the reality. Usually, none of that is the real problem. Imagine you're at a party, you lock eyes with someone across the room, you walk straight up to them, and without saying hello, you just exclaim, "Get in the van." Now, unless you're ridiculously good looking, famous, or the last single person on earth, it's probably not gonna work. Among many reasons, is because your van has blacked out windows. Why? It's really unsettling. But the problem is, that's exactly how most SaaS companies run their LinkedIn campaigns. They go straight for the sale. No introduction, no warm-up, no flirting. And the prospect is thinking, who are you? Why should I care? And why are you making this so awkward? The reality is, unless your product is so revolutionary that it instantly sells itself, spoilers, right now, it's too late in the game, it's not. This approach won't work. Instead of ambushing your leads, you just need to attract them. And the way to do that is a structured funnel. Now, let me break it down for you step by step. Your first interaction shouldn't be buy now. Instead, offer something valuable. A free demo if your product is high ticket, a free trial if your product lends itself to hands-on experience. But for most SaaS companies, I would actually advise avoiding things like lead magnets and white papers. There are some exceptions to that rule, but they are quite rare. And most importantly, frame your product around the outcome, not around the features. So a really simple framework that will help you do this is we help target audience achieve outcome without painful thing that they hate doing that your SaaS fixes. Next, we want to start by using LinkedIn lead gen forms, not a landing page yet. So sending cold traffic to a landing page is an effective strategy, but there are way more moving parts, therefore it's harder to get it working quickly. Instead, we want to keep them on LinkedIn with a native lead form. It loads instantly, it pre-fills their info, and it makes signing up easy. This allows you to find your ideal audiences and messaging far quicker. Now that you've got the lead, warm them up with a short video presentation. Think of it like dating. The offer is like swiping right, it gets their attention, and this video is kind of like the first date. Your goal is to build trust, make them see the value of your solution, get them excited for the next step. And here's the kicker. This is not a mundane technical product demo, which is what everyone seems to do. Instead, show them how life gets better after using your product. And then at the end of the presentation, make it easy for them to book a call with a calendar tool such as Calendly. Now, once you've proven your system works, then you can upgrade it to a landing page funnel. And by doing this, it will help you increase schedule rates. It will also boost your show up rates, and it will drive higher close rates. With the right setup, a landing page can convert way better than lead forms. Now, the reason this funnel works is because it guides your prospects instead of just ambushing them to immediately kind of buy, which is what most people tend to do. And the best part is once this is running, it just runs on autopilot. But even the best funnel won't work if you don't follow the advice I'm about to give. And trust me, I have seen people waste hundreds of thousands trying to learn just this lesson. Now, why do most LinkedIn ads fail? After the first initial technical stuff, it's usually not because your targeting is wrong, it's not because your budget is too low. Just imagine you're at a networking event, right? Everyone is standing around in stiff suits and they're nibbling on dry crackers. Then suddenly the doors swing open and in walks a guy in a full chicken costume wearing sunglasses, holding a sign that says, "I can double your revenue, ask me how." Now, are you stopping to check it out? Of course you are. If anything, it's just a relief from the dry cracker dust. And I don't know if you've just heard, but there's a chicken in sunglasses. That's kind of our metaphor for LinkedIn. Your ad is sitting in a feed of people announcing their latest funding round or congratulating themselves just for existing and throwing around words like disrupt and innovative with zero shame. If you want someone to actually stop scrolling and engage, your ad needs to break the pattern. So here's the deal, non-corporate ads win on LinkedIn. Also, this doesn't just apply to ads, this applies to content and everything else you're doing. If your ad looks like a press release, it is game over. If it looks and sounds like something an actual real human would say, people will pay attention. Now let me show you how to actually make an ad that works. A lot of people assume video ads perform best. Unfortunately, usually they don't. Single image ads, on the other hand, are cheap, effective, and very easy to test. Now, the best performing ad types, a bold headline calling out a problem, or a light-hearted visual of a common pain point. If your ad makes people laugh, nod, or think, "Oh God, you're right, that's me," you're doing it right. Next up, no more synergizing scalable solutions. Nobody talks like that. If they do, they were bullied in school and not in a way that was character building. Instead, just say something a normal person would say. So example, your onboarding process is slow. Here's how AI can fix it in 5 minutes. Simple, clear, human. Now we have targeting. The biggest mistake is only targeting by something like job title. Instead, when you run ads, run them to different groups. The foundation we always follow is job titles, job function plus seniority, and a wildcard audience, usually something like job seniority plus function plus a skill. One of these will perform better, but you won't know until you test. So always test multiple audiences, not just one. There is almost no exception to this rule, but everyone thinks they are the exception. But even the best ad won't work if you're not following up with your leads properly. So in this next section, I'll show you the most powerful growth hack we have found to turn more leads into sales. Now, most SaaS companies treat LinkedIn like trying to get married via a billboard. They slap their pitch up on a giant sign that says, "Looking for a serious relationship, must be ready to commit, no time wasters." Then they sit back, arms crossed, and they just wonder why nobody is pulling over to propose. Because obviously, that's insane. But here's the truth, most people don't buy on the first touch. But we can fix this really, really easily. Think about the last time you shopped online. You saw something interesting, but you didn't buy it right away for whatever reason. Then suddenly it just starts following you around the internet. You're scrolling Instagram, there it is. You're watching YouTube, boom, same product. Next thing you know, you're pulling out your credit card. That is remarketing in action. It is not about annoying people. It's about staying top of mind, building trust, and answering unanswered questions until they are ready to buy. And on LinkedIn, most companies don't do this at all. Which means if you set up remarketing the right way, you'll close way more leads with way less effort. Implementing this is the magic pill that takes whatever you're doing and turns it up to 11. Now, let me show you exactly how to do that. First, create custom audiences based on engagement. So, for example, people who clicked on your ad or watched your video ad or visited your website. The key here for B2B is remarketing to people who didn't book a call and to those who are in your sales process. Now to the content we put in front of them. You can now use video to showcase specific features, and you want to push content that handles common questions or objections. People need to see proof before they commit. So run ads featuring things like client testimonials, screenshots of real results, and also things like third-party validation. So this is where you can use awards, things like G2 and Trustpilot reviews. But we need to keep things fresh. Seeing the same ad 5 times is just annoying. Seeing a new piece of value each time is much more effective. So you want to ensure your campaign is set to brand awareness, and you want to add as much content as you can in here. The more, the better. Most SaaS buyers need multiple touch points before they will take action. And if you don't follow up, someone else will. But when you combine the right funnel, high converting ads, and a strong remarketing strategy, That's when LinkedIn ads actually become profitable. Now, if you want to see the exact end-to-end strategy that brought in a 10 times ROAS for some of the largest companies on Capterra, G2, and Product Hunt, watch this video. I break down the full system, which shows you the most simple, efficient, and effective client acquisition system we found for SaaS companies. This has been tested with millions in ad spend and has generated hundreds of thousands of leads and generated millions in MRR, and you can steal it for free. So I will see you over there.